Yo, what's up? What's up? We are back. It's been a minute, right? I know y'all missed me. Benny Hertz, 101.1 The Culture. And today, if I took a break and I come back, right, I got to have a special guest in here. So I got my dog, ABM S DOT Delete. What's happening with you, bro?
Man, blessed and highly favored.
Hey, man, you know what? Today is such a beautiful, beautiful day outside, man. And it's a beautiful day for two brothers to sit down and we're going to chop it up. We're going to chop it up about music. We're going to chop it up about life, where you're from, where you're at, what you do.
Fact. That sound about right. We're going to
collaborate. Word. We're going to cut up a little bit. So before I get started, I want the people to know a little bit about you. So I always start with who you are, where you're from, and what made you get into music.
Okay, well, who I am, I'm Sharon Deet, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
AKA S Dot, ABM S Dot, you know what I'm saying? I'm born and raised in Bessemer, Alabama, the cutoff. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. My mom, she owned a lot of houses, so I'm really been around Birmingham area well. So ain't too many places gonna go there. I probably think I'm from there, but I'm from the cutoff. You know what I'm saying?
So originally from the cutoff, but you good in any hood.
Yeah, I'm good in any hood.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So I know you said your mom owned properties. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Hard Elementary, Abrams Elementary, Baker Elementary in Ensley.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? See, and I went to Rutledge Middle School, Bright Middle School, Glenn Middle School, and everything. Like I said, we were just around. That's why I know so many people. And I got, you know what I'm saying? Because she, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama, long live her.
Hey, always long live moms, man. When you think about your journey coming up, tell us a little bit about your upbringing. I know you said you had your mom in your life, and I'm sure she was very influential.
Yeah, very influential. I grew up in a single parent home, you know what I'm saying? And my father was I was conceived in prison on a conjugal visit, but they was mad when they had me. But yeah, so I was conceived in prison, man, and grew up in a single parent home, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up in Bessemer, Southside, La Vietnam. They know.
I know where it is.
Bessemer. You know what I'm saying? And from there, Sunset Project to the north side, you know. Man, Lipscomb growed up, man. I mean, to like everything that's going on now, from shotgun houses to projects to the shotgun house coming out.
But Bessemer got that, and it's got a good side too, man.
Ain't nothing wrong about Bessemer.
Ain't nothing wrong. When I say a bad side, I don't mean that's bad. Let me correct. We got the hood side. There's nothing wrong with the hood.
Exactly.
And then you got a side that might have a little more je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You go on down 4th Avenue, get to the McCullough part, you know what I mean? Everything like that, to get beautiful. You know
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, when you think about your going back a little bit to your upbringing, so what were your first music influences that made you start to gravitate towards even wanting to do music? How'd that get started?
My first musical influence was, I ain't gonna say Tupac because I heard Tupac, but ROA when I heard Chicken Bang, and they're from the city.
Them my homies, man. Them my homies. You know, I got a little gray up in here, so I go back.
Yeah,
I go back, but them my homies, man. Shout out to my brothers from ROA, man. So that jiggity bang, jiggity bang, jiggity bang bang. Yeah,
we keep it like that. I ain't gonna get into the song.
We ain't gonna do the whole song, but you know what? You can actually find it on YouTube now.
Yeah.
You know, so if y'all want to go check out some of that jiggity bang.
Yeah, check out that ROA, man.
ROA. They kind of open the doors a lot for the city as far as
yes, sir.
That I want to say that hardcore rap.
Yeah, the hardcore, that was real gangster music.
Right, you know right. And that's what you gravitated to first. It was that gangster side.
Yeah, it was the gangster side. I gravitated towards that, and then, you know what I'm saying, it was just a little minute down the road, and then, you know, me being who I am, a gentleman of growth and development of a distinguished nature, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, there's a lot that comes with wearing that, especially as we evolve. Like you said, when you're talking about growth and development, there's a lot of evolution that takes place from when you start out to what you go through to the step that you are now.
Changing the concept. I mean, shout out to them. Larry Hoover and everything, but changing from gangster disciple to growth and development, then going to growth and development. You know what I'm saying? Actually growing and developing not only yourself, your community too. You know what I'm saying? So that's a mindset.
It is. I think everything is mindset. I talk about that a lot when it comes to music in general, right? I think a lot of times when we talk to different artists, and I deal with a lot of artists, a lot of times they have the mindset of, oh, I want to be a star. I want to do this. And I think that that's great, because I never want to shatter anybody's dreams, because you can do anything that you want to do. But you got to understand that when it comes to the mindset, there's a process and there are things that are required. There are things that are required that
to be what you're trying to be.
To be what you're trying to be. And sometimes we skip steps, or we see somebody else that,
or they omit steps.
Okay, not even skip, omit. I like that word. I like the word omit. And sometimes I use the saying that people are playing the lottery. It's like you see somebody else and they, in your eyes, they hit it off real quick. They came out of nowhere in your eyes, and you think that all I got to do is do what it appears they did.
But you got to have substance behind you, just like anything. Like I know plenty of rappers and everything, but when you rap, I hear your music, you know what I'm saying, everything like that. But then let's get into the person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when they dig into you and the person, that affects the music.
Facts, facts. And you know, that's the concept now when you think about the music game. Back when I came up, right? And like I say, I got a little gray. Y'all can see this, right? A little bit up even in the brain.
A lot of wheels.
I appreciate that. So when I started out on the independent journey, you know, we had a backpack full of tapes and CDs, and we slanging CDs on the corner.
I remember.
You know, I'm pressing up the CDs, and you know, some for $5, some for $2.50, some for $10. You know, some I'm just giving away because I want people to hear the music. And then when the digital era came and it hit heavy, you know, you saw people that changed the game.
You talking about them CD day, that Master P them.
Right.
Banner.
Exactly.
Everything.
Exactly. Printing up 5,000 CDs, 10,000 CDs and going to the street with it. You know what I mean? And then when it took people a while to get to the streaming, and now no one has a CD player. It's like you talk to kids and they're like, CD, what's that?
I mean, there's people still got. I know a brother who's still selling CDs on the south side of Belmont and Stop and Go now.
Okay,
you know okay. So you know you got the old schools and everything like that. And you got
they gonna pop it in. I agree.
Yeah, you're
but
right,
but it's I guess I want to say, I don't want to say it's gone, because direct to consumer is coming back, and that's a whole nother talk show, right?
Fact.
But when you think of yourself and you started gravitating to music, ROA days, how has your growth been from where you started when you first started recording?
Oh man, it's been phenomenal.
It's been phenomenal.
Not mean to cut you off, but yeah, before you got through it been phenomenal, man. I got some things on YouTube. You can look at the things that was coming to my mind as a child when I was first freestyling or playing with it, you know what I'm saying, up to the day, and then just knowing what it got to be essence in every story that you're telling. So now,
how do you think that impacted you going from that era with CDs and listening to that type of music into where you are now? What does that process look like for you?
Like going from the era with CDs, like usually when you get a CD, and I remember everybody from Shank D, the Beast, you know what I'm saying?
Shank, what's happening, homie?
Yeah, big bro pushing his CD and everything else like that, and shoot, Merc Camp, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? My brother, you know what I'm saying? They know they from the cutoff too.
Okay.
And I remember buying shirts, T-shirts for them and everything for them, and getting the CDs at the same time. And like the person who you was buying the music from, you had a chance to interact and actually know their character. You know what I'm saying? And actually see them. So when you get to the digital thing from it, anybody can just float up and there'll be the next pop-up on what you're listening to, probably now you're interested in, but it's a person that'll be lacking character, lacking everything else like that, and don't really got no background, no history, and no oomph into it. So it kind of like, it made it like watered down.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And for you, I know it makes a lot of sense because we bought into the story. And the music told the story, but we were able to see the reality.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Because we got a chance to interact hand to hand. Now, with the digital, it could be fugazi.
Man, you can get on there and say anything. It'd be like that what I be telling people now, you know. But like then you had the people when Hood Affairs came out, when they come and then when they dig into you, your character, in the music that you making, like you know, you got the guys on here that'll be saying anything, but you gotta be able to do that, hey, man. You gotta fact when you fact check, you be like, nah, ain't nothing this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think a lot of times people rap about what they hear, right? They're not necessarily lifestyle. So I call it fantasy rap.
Yeah, and trending.
It's trending rap or it's fantasy because even in my day, you know, when I listened to NWA and you heard those guys coming up, right?
Yeah.
Everybody they weren't killers.
They went there, but they made you want it in your mind.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they wrote about what they saw.
Yeah, and what they was experiencing.
So that's reality rap, right? And I'm not saying that the kids don't do that now.
Oh man, what the kids do now, I mean, but it what's the word I'm looking for? You see it in the culture. What they rapping about, switching this right here. People throw their life, young guys throwing their life away over nothing.
It's mirroring the culture that they see.
And what they see, the music that you hear. See, when I was coming up, man, music was sanctioned. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even get that or hear that type. Like the stuff they got on the radio now. Oh man, they would have never made it. You feel me?
You're right. And see, you had music sanctioned, but then the radio played all types of hip hop. Like I came up in MTV days, BET days, stuff like
the
that.
Box.
Right?
You remember the box.
So,
but you had to watch the box at 2:00 in the morning. People don't know
to get the hardcore stuff, right?
Yeah, to get the there you go.
But then if you watched in the day, back in the day, you might have heard X-Clan or Public Enemy or something else. So you got exposed to a wide variety of hip hop instead of just being beat over the head over and over again. Spin this, do this, twerk this, pop this. You know, it's like if I turn on the radio, if I turn on the rap channel, that's all I hear.
Spinning, I'm spinning. I got my switch. I got this and this. You know what I'm saying? And she talking about, hey, fuck them niggas and everything else like that. I'm outside tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly. So I think the commercial side has lost balance. I'm not saying that all of that has to go away because some of that is reality. And I think that I'm not a fan of censorship. I am a fan of being able to have kids listen to it at an appropriate age. Because I mean, when I was a kid, you know, I snuck down and I listened to, when my parents would go to sleep early, I listened to Richard Pryor.
I know it come to one like.
I was listening to Richard Pryor. So it's not that we don't get exposed, but it wasn't as easily accessible.
See, it's the mindsets. It's the minds that is being shot out there to in the music that they give. It's the minds. The minds like Play-Doh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you, don't get me wrong with nobody creativity, I ain't taking away from that. I'm just saying it should be just
balanced
and distributed to the right people. You know what I'm saying? It's like me giving my child a phone. You know what I'm saying? Without putting no restrictions on the internet, and get what she can go Google it, whatever she want in on it, and get what, and they gonna tell them sometimes these young minds ain't developed enough to know what's going on. And then
Facts.
Another thing is that they so easy to crash out now because they got nothing to lose. They ain't even got no car, no house, or anything like that. So get what? They don't got nothing to lose. Like me, I had to get older to the age that I am to stop thinking like, oh, I got kids, I got a house, I got a car, I got something to be here for. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's why when I rap my music, I put it but from experience. You know what I'm saying? And I try to tell the youth, whoever listening, I'm gonna tell my story, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not out here propagating this, right? Like that's the first thing they say, oh, more rap, they rapping that, but they ain't doing it. They tell them to do that, but they ain't doing it. Okay, well, you doing it or did it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna promote nothing that ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the growth and development thing. I'm not gonna promote nothing that I ain't really been through or experienced personally. Got
you. So I want you to talk about what flipped the switch from you from the jiggity bang hardcore. And I know we talk about growth, so I understand that you grew. Was there a certain turning point for you where you said, hey, then I need to put something different in the atmosphere?
Yes, sir. That was Tupac. That when I heard Tupac when he made Dear Mama, when he made the song, I remember he had something going on, and then that led him to make the empowering music, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And everything like that. When I seen Tupac make them type of songs, like that, dang, don't gotta be that. And it was creativity and everything else, and it was concrete imagery. See, they forget that about pop too.
Concrete imagery. So a lot of people ain't hip.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people ain't hip. So, but when I heard that right there, when I heard him flip everything I said, and then he came with those type of songs, you know what I'm saying? Dear Mama, Brenda's Got a Baby, and everything like that, Telling Life, and I'm like, dang, hold on.
He could do those records, and he could still do Toss It Up. He could still do California Love.
Yeah.
But then he give you Black Man's World.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So he was able to be a complete person.
Yeah.
In my eyes. You know what I mean?
Because ain't nobody perfect. So I embody all this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And when he, like I said, that Dear Mama and that Brenda's Got a Baby, we still see this every day. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I need to tell the truth and to put it in a way like that to unite and not divide. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Now, tell me a little bit about the record that you sent us.
The Dope record?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, the Dope record guy being with me, being dope, me, myself. You know what I'm saying? But I make references to dope, like I said, this will make it not like phenom. I'm talking about still bobbing your head, but giving you the play on it. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself is dope. I'm fresh, I'm dope. It's dope being me. You know what I'm saying? Not actually getting out there doing the things, you know what I'm saying?
And it ain't about you trapping, it's about I'm dope.
I'm dope. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. It's the way to twist that thing into a metaphor.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes it digestible.
Yeah, and they're gonna make your head nod.
And it's gonna make your head nod. That's spinning
and that's
on the radio station 101.1 The Culture. So y'all got to check that out. Make sure you tune in.
And it come from experience. I'm not lying about it. Gonna make your head nod. Like I see, but I'm telling you what I see and incorporating it. You know,
facts. So you mentioned Tupac. Who are two of your other top influences? And they don't have to be music.
First of all, I mean, rest in peace, he dead. Not Danny Gamble from the Alabama Writers Forum.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, at the Right Now Stories Project. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never been in prison there, but I did do juvenile life. You know what I'm saying? Till 14, till 18.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of doing that, I learned about concrete imagery and everything like that. So I'm published in 6 books, actually, to be exact.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
If you're young and you're watching this, or even if you got some growth and development to do, understand that we're so multifaceted, so you just can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My man's published in 6. I don't even know if I'm published yet like that. Written.
And I was a child. You know what I'm saying? I was like 16, 15,
Man,
17.
shout out to you, man. That's dope.
You got 6x9, Beyond the Image, My World, you know, and I actually drew the book for the cover for one of them. I actually drew it, and I didn't know how to draw like that, but I actually designed the cover for one of the books. That was great.
That's hard.
Yeah.
So we got Tupac,
DMX.
Yeah,
DMX. He, you know what I'm saying?
See, you got some of them old school vibes, but at the same time, your music sound modern.
Yeah, I say that.
You know what I mean? It's you got an old school vibe because of the fact that you pull from some of that. You're not emulating, but you pull from some of that energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the vibe come out in the music, but you rap modern.
Yeah. You know, you gotta adapt with the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm always evolving. This ain't the final version of me. You're gonna hear me come like I just got into. I always like, you know what I'm saying, got into the harmony thing. I always been able to hold a tune. So I got some songs coming, you know what I'm saying? I got Window Pane coming. So there'll be a first time that they'll hear me actually use my melodic skills, as they say.
Dope. Now, I haven't touched on this on anything, and you don't have to if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you feeling about the climate that we're in when it comes to finances, especially for our inner city, especially what we're going through with this political stuff right now?
Man, that's deep. And this impact households, everything like that. It go back to the William Lynch, the making of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or you take the man out the house and the government is the daddy. This man, I done seen a man be here with you, help you pay them bills and everything. Or you can tell him get out. You know what I'm saying? That create a power balance, and then you so dependent on this, and you forget, man. They just break down the whole family structure, man. And we shouldn't be dependent on them anyway. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
I'm a big proponent of independence. Everybody talks about political power. I'm like, get you some money.
Period. You know what I'm
Because you
saying?
can't influence nothing without money. Money gives you something to stand on when it comes to dealing with owning property.
Exactly. It's just like in that. Like, shout out to Boss Logistics, Next Level Car Wash, Creation Landscaping. Those are the business that I co-own and I operate and everything like
See,
that.
business owner, music,
And
publish,
D Elite Records.
D Elite Records. So you have a label yourself.
Yes, sir. ABM D Elite Records.
ABM D Elite Records. That's hard. So what can we expect in the near future? I know you said you got a couple of songs coming besides the Dope record. You got anything coming out from the label right now?
Yeah, from the label we got S DOT presents Rehab 101 Me Versus Me.
Okay.
That's what's coming out now. And the Dope was part of that.
Okay. Awesome.
Then I got Somebody, got Cookies and Apple Juice. I got Topic of Discussion. You know what I'm saying? I got The Window Pane. That's for the guys. You know, me looking at standing in the county jail, looking out the window. See, it's a simile to, you know, it's called The Window Pane, but I seen like I was crazy sitting up there looking in the window. You know, I was just talking to myself and I'm talking to the window, and then I made pain, so it was window pane. So I wrote that, I came up with it in my mind. I ain't had to write it right there looking at the window pane. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you freestyle or do you write?
Am I freestyle and write? I can do both.
Okay. What do you prefer?
I prefer the raw emotion with everything going right there. 'Cause when you're free, then you got to read it off of paper. You can't. You got to say it with some energy. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't raw. It ain't.
You think you done lost the vibe?
Yeah, you can't say nothing. Like I said, it's different when you in that moment and it's coming natural and it's coming. Like I said, we giving like the universe. I'm giving you that vibration. That it's passion. You got the passion behind it.
Okay.
So when I wrote it, and I was writing it in that moment. So tomorrow, if I come in that moment, I'm probably not be in that moment with that same energy.
I can dig that. I can dig that. And I've been a person that I like to see people that can do both.
Yeah, I do both.
Because I always say sometimes not that your brain ain't powerful, but sometimes I know if I write something, I can actually go back and correct it. If I see something, there's a mistake or there's something like that,
exactly,
I might be able to go back and correct it, and then I can practice.
And then it's like some songs just be so deep in the top, like the Window Pane song. I ain't freestyled it. I'm actually writing it right now because it's so deep and the topic so deep about what I'm saying about being cut so good. I can't get this off whatever just come to mind. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take my time with it and put it together right.
Yeah, it's like nurturing a baby.
Yeah, yes, sir. So sometimes I can just run like you put a drill beat on or whatever type of beat, I can hit that and just say the same thing like with no problem. But you put a Dear Mama beat on, okay, I can't just say
the beat talking to you different.
Yeah. I gotta. Hold on. I can't just freestyle. Let me go and put every word count right here.
Cool. Well, man, before we get up out of here, is there anybody in particular that you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. First of all, shout out to the whole city of Bessemer, Birmingham, the whole 205 wide. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Us as a whole. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with no divisiveness, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Shout out to everybody who trying, who making music. You know what I'm saying? If you're an artist, I ain't got to say everybody's name.
Shout out to all the artists that's in the grind, man.
Yeah, shout out to all the artists in the grind. But you know, Pressure 23 Radio.
Pressure 23.
Yeah,
that's my people, man. Y'all shout out them. Y'all rock with my people, man. They rock with me. I rock with them. You know.
Yeah, and Keisha is that because it wasn't Keisha and she. I'm the only person who believed in me. You ever seen somebody believe in you like you believe? I'm like, dude, I'm it. No, I'm trying to tell them. Shout out to Keisha, man. NBA Brown on Facebook. Yeah, shout out to her. She a big part of my family, man.
That's my people. That's my people, man. I rock with Keisha heavy, man.
Yeah, and she see what everybody don't see.
For sure. Well, listen, before you go, I got to tell the people, listen, 101.1 The Culture, you can listen to us a couple of ways. His music is on the station. So first things first, we got 101theculture.com. If you look at the bottom of the screen, that's the website. There's a player. All you got to do is click the player and the station is on.
Fact.
Or you can go to the TuneIn app and search for 101.1 The Culture. You can go for the Live 365 app.
Absolutely.
And listen to 101.1 The Culture. All you got to do is search it. And there's a bunch of other ones out there that we are being broadcasted on. I mean, I hear, so many people. I get like 400 or 500 listeners a day, and I've been getting people in my inbox saying, "Hey, add some more Southern Soul," or "Hey, can you add this?" And then I got artists that want to get on there. So there's a process. All you got to do is hit me up if you want to get on.
Absolutely, it's easy.
You know, it's easy. He did it. We got other people on there. Sometimes a record's so hot, I just add it. I if I feel it. And you know I'm old, so if I feel it, I'm like, man, it's because I gotta listen to my own station.
Exactly,
listen to my own station, right?
I want to find out what they're like one day. Maybe I get
man,
a radio station.
You got it, man. Well, listen, peace to everybody out there that's watching. Make sure y'all go follow my boy ABM S DOT the Elite. Give them your social so they can follow you.
Yeah. My social is ABMS. Matter of fact, just Google. You can go in Chrome, Google anything. You put in ABMS dot and hit search. That way it's gonna pop up. It's gonna give you my biography, everything else like that. I got my own website. I got my own artist page. I got everything like that. I got my own.
It sounds like you handling business. That's what I'm talking about.
We handling business. I got a good team.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Artists, before I leave you, follow my guy. He's handling business. Do business with him.
Yeah.
Follow. Like, share, go cop a record. If you're an artist, go cop a feature. You know what I'm saying?
Grow and develop.
Grow and develop. And with that, we out. I appreciate y'all.
We out. Love.
Peace.